Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna is a man on a suicide mission. He's about to commit a political suicide. And I'm saying a political suicide because listening to him speak, he speaks like a man who has already made up his mind to dump ODM party and to dump the broad-based government. And the people who are cheering him up, a whopping majority, are in the opposition. And they are cheering him up because he is still in ODM party and is still in the broad-based government. If he quits ODM party and he goes ahead and quits the broad-based government, will those cheering him up in the opposition still cheer him up? Will he be adding any value to him if he's not in ODM? That's the question Edwin Sifuna should be asking himself. Let's listen to Edwin Sifuna before we dig deeper into this analysis. He made some remarks a few days ago, remarks that have gone viral. Listen to this.
Wanataka ODM wakipitisha waseme Sifuna ni shenzi kabisa, nitasoma. Haiwezi. Wakisema huyu Sifuna ni bure kabisa, nitasoma. Lakini siku ile watapitisha ati chama cha ODM kitaunga Kasongo mkono mwaka wa 2027. Hiyo nataka niseme mbele na mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Itabidi watatute mtu mwingine ya kusoma mambo ya Kasongo. Nimesikia wakisema rafiki yangu Jared Okelo hapo tayari kusoma hiyo mambo, ati yako na kizungu mingi kushinda Sifuna, ati anaongea ile ya mapua, alisoma Uingereza. Ndugu yangu Jared Okelo, kuwa tayari wakati wowote. Hapo unataka kufanya kazi Sifuna anafanya, huko ukae tayari. Siku ile watasema
the remarks were made some days ago, and Kenyans have been debating on the remarks. I want us to dig deep into this story for Kenyans who see in clear terms what Edwin Sifuna might be up to and why I strongly believe he is about to make a political suicide. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Let me start by saying this. I've seen so many people and even some political bloggers and analysts saying Edwin Sifuna is speaking for Raila Odinga. Let me start by saying that's false. Edwin Sifuna and Raila Odinga's political interests currently are divergent. Edwin Sifuna has got his own political interests. Raila Odinga has got his own political interests. Raila wants to be in government. Edwin Sifuna does not care whether he's in government or not, but he's trying to please a constituency in Nairobi. So whether he will be in the opposition, Sifuna does not care. On the part of Raila Odinga, he wants to be in government. That's the divergence. Sifuna does not care whether he's in government. Raila wants to be in government. Also listening to Sifuna, it's very clear Sifuna speaks for himself. He's not even speaking for ODM party or for Raila Odinga. If you look at what ODM supporters are saying, ODM supporters, if you do a survey, a majority of them supports Raila Odinga staying in the broad-based government. But Edwin Sifuna seems not to be listening to ODM supporters. So in other words, Sifuna might be listening to a different constituency outside ODM party. And that constituency, in my honest opinion, might be Rigathi Gachagwa's support base. And that brings us to the second question. What's Sifuna's game plans here? I'm seeing an Edwin Sifuna who, if push comes to a shove, he will eventually team up with Rigathi Gachagua. And he's doing that because of Rigathi Gachagwa's Nairobi constituency. Sifuna believes that Rigathi Gachagua has some good support base in Nairobi, courtesy to the fact that Rigathi is being seen as the mountain's political kingpin. So Sifuna wants to please Rigathi Gachagua supporters, hoping that those supporters will support him in 2027. But the mistake Sifuna is making is simple. These Rigathi Gachagua supporters are currently supporting Edwin Sifuna because he is in ODM and is being seen as a rebel. The more Sifuna rebels against Ruto and against Raila Odinga, he's being cheered by Rigathi Gachagua supporters simply because of that rebellion. If he quits ODM party today and he goes ahead and quits the broad-based government, Sifuna will be of no use to these Rigathi Gachagua supporters now cheering him up. It will just be a matter of time and Edwin Sifuna will have been forgotten. New leaders will emerge. New rebels will emerge who will maybe rebel against ODM or against the broad-based government. And those ones will be cheered as Sifuna will be forgotten. One day in Kenya's politics is a very long period of time. It would be more prudent for Sifuna to have his timing right. If he wanted to rebel against the government and even against ODM and he makes a political capital of it, he ought to have rebelled just a few weeks to 2027 presidential election. But rebelling almost 2 years away to the election, Sifuna is actually proving that he's still a political greenhorn in Kenya. Kenyans normally do forget things very, very fast. And Kenyans don't care whether you deliver or not. Kenyans are more loyal to their ethnic political kingpins and to their favorite political parties. As long as Sifuna will not be in that favorite political party or supporting that ethnic political kingpin, it does not matter. He will not be supported by these ethnic supporters. So it's still too early for Edwin Sifuna to rebel. And by Sifuna saying that he will not mind whether ODM writes a statement abusing him, and that he will not mind, but he'll only mind when he's given a statement endorsing William Ruto, that one he'll not read. It also exposes Edwin Sifuna as a political novice. In politics, you cannot be too sure. You should and must leave room for some adjustments. But I'm seeing an Edwin Sifuna who has already made up his mind that he's not going to support William Samoei Ruto. Politics does not work that way. The same people he's trying to please don't even care about development. They only care about their ethnic leaders. I only wish Sifuna was maybe in some countries that understands what good leadership is. But in Africa and in Kenya, Kenyans are still very far away from even understanding what good leadership is. So if Sifuna continues on that trajectory, he's going to lose. He will eventually lose his Nairobi senatorial seat. And he'll lose not because he has done anything wrong, but simply because his timing is not right. He ought to have rebelled at the right time. He's rebelling too early. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. And to any person who may want to support this forum, that's my number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.